Okay, I think everything's working. Yep, okay, good. Sorry. Just need to ditch my head. Hang on 1 second. Okay, we're good now. Alright, we're starting episode 3, case 3, Turnabout Samurai. Um, oh, I can't even get a say. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in heck, evil magistrate. Whoa, the warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss this week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Okay, October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Alright. How do I want to do this? Sorry, I had to get that cough out of me. That rocked. See you in heck, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was the surreal show you were watching? What, Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's the most popular TV hero for young people. Is he? Is he now? This is I know why it is like this, because it's a freaking samurai. I just love that the whole point of just this robot piece is just for the tiny little bit of hair. Alright. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you getting all excited? She's allowed to like a show, Phoenix. Nothing's wrong with that. Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. The interesting thing that people ship them together and they're 7 years apart. Just had to say that one. Anyway. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Why? Because they like a cartoon samurai and think he's cool? Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. Guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Don't ask. You'll get what you wish for very soon, Phoenix. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? With pennies? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Yeah, she's not wrong. October 16th, 8:14 a.m., Phoenix Wright's bedroom. I love that it's called Segular. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on the show? Yes. They're saying the Steel Samurai killed the villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I don't blame you. You would think, isn't he a hero who's supposed to get rid of the evil villains? Well, it's like, yes, he is. But I think Maya could have just said the actor behind the Steel Samurai. And then it would make more sense. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. And off we go. La 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 la. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright and Co. offices. Excuse me. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-O Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon, and are investigating further. I don't know why I had that old-timey, but it works. This has to be a joke. No, no, no. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. What is with our phone being popular for cellular calls? Oh, never mind. It's Maya's. Yes. Running co offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Well, he called. So that means he wants you to represent him in court. Green tea's so great. Okay, what to do? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can we just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? Money's on sightseeing. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just a minute, you don't have a clue what's happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Okay. Let's examine. What is in here? Okay, we only have that. Well, I want to do, can I... Oh, guess we can't get there yet. What if I go court record? Profiles, there we go. Okay. Move. Detention Center. Here we go. October 16th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Hello, sir. I hope you are getting paid well. To not move. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Why, because he's big? And buff? That's so rude, Maya. That's like saying you committed a crime against your sister because you look alike. That's the same logic here. So yeah. Stop projecting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something's wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with the mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Whoa! Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah? He didn't do it. What a twist. Talk. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yeah, of course. Yes, of course. Seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around, and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask, and discovered it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Steel Samurai. Here, let me drink. Sorry, finished off my tea. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is that lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battles after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Whoa! Excuse me, that was a burp. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes with these names? Who comes up with these names? Hey, that is not actually that uncommon of a name. I think Akira has something similar to this name? That's just my guess. Power's alibi. My voice went away and then came back. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So you were sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Alright, we'll be back, Will Powers. We will help you to get where you need to go. Which is not guilty. Okay, studio main gate. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. I don't know how I'm gonna voice old Batman. My voice is gonna die. Okay, wow, this is where they made the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youth these days, something horrible happened. I can't read that fast. You can read that. I'm not doing that. My voice is already dying from the old windbag's voice. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. That depends on how you decide to live your life, Maya. I don't know, it's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, youths today. Talk. Studios. So what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, it's in my younger days. Now, you are a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place really has gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that studio was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Will Powers. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching her will lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Mr. Hammer. Wow, she's making my throat die faster. Old Windbag is literally taking my vocal cords and making them old. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if he only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? That is a giant smile. Look at the giant smile on that guy, man. Holy moly. But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were playing Peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Reason for suspicion. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right there yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. He was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Move. Attention center. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Alright, talk. Your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says that you were heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry, but I swear to you on my mama's grave I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Security lady, I'm gonna drink some water. The octave ranges I have to do for these voices, man. Makes my face go up and down, up and down. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. The security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Powers request added to the court record. Document proving Will Powers' request for an attorney. Holy moly. English-y difficult. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Move, main gate. Present this. Go. May I have a look at this? It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employees' area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Guide map to Global Studios. Sorry. Alright. Will Powers, age 23, the defendant, action star who plays the title role in the Steel Samurai TV show. Security lady, or aka old bag. Age, question mark, security guard. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. Security guard at Global Studios claims she saw Powers heading to the scene. Jack Hammer, age 37. The victim, a former big-name action star, played the role of the evil magistrate. Move. Outside Studio 1. That's interesting. How do I want to do this? Hey! Aren't you the murderer from the other day? It's the confused detective! Hey, pal, you know... Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset it's your fault. Some sippity and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Sorry, it's a little funny. Detective? I think he hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on the case too, pal. This case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Talk. Investigation. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions? Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Jack's autopsy report, time of death. My goodness, my brain. October 15th at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. Alright, reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 o'clock and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Security lady. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? Yeah, she's picky. Because she only is nice to you if she thinks you're an attractive young gentleman. It's true. But she also has a frickin' wedding ring, so I don't know what she's doing. When I showed her my badge, and she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember when Powers said she's a sucker for authority? She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Just something evidence. What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See that camera up there on the gate, pal? Right here. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. Well, because he would love to have a picture of Will Powers on the photo. And that tells you a lot. If it's not, you know, something like that. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. You don't look so happy when you say that. Ho ho ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go whatever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ho ho ho. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We got free pass to this place. Now's our chance to check things out. Examine this. Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took the tree down with it too. Detective Gumshoe, what's the down the path to the left? Looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that's kinda dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Boop. And that tells you how important it is later. Hey, there's a camera there. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went there. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Oh, you. Anything else? I think that's that. Do I have anything to present to you? Move. Oh, I guess I have to examine this. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Okay, so we move, go back. Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. Guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Talk. Photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? All that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. Things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left there here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Reason for suspicion. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I saw going through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest, back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Automatic camera. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Percent. Examine. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. What's this? Where in the studio? Okay. Move outside. No. Oh. I guess I didn't go here. That makes sense. October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Examine. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. Shoot, there's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. T-bone steak, that would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I had a second stomach just for steaks. What? This? There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers, it must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room, it's not unlocked. It's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Can I slide? There we go. The milk grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Means... Okay, I read this. Alright, let's go back, move, dressing room. October 16th, Global Studios, dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Examine. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. This must be Powers' back. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean... Borrow it. You mean borrow. Card key for studio employees. Grants entry into Studio 1. Perfect. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wiki used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda? What this? There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies? Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? A lot. Alright, move. Play area. Move. Main gate. Anything new here? Nope. Move. Outside Studio 1. Talk. Nothing there. Move. Oh. Examine. Go here. There's Studio 1. Yep. I wonder if this keycard we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened! Alright, we're in! She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Well, it's because it's her, one of her favorite shows, so of course she's gonna be happy. Okay, move. See you later, Gumshoe. Inside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? Oh my gosh. You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Examine. Boop. The outline where Jackhammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. Guess that's why the head looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Is there nothing? Huh. I guess, can I examine this? No? How about this, I guess? Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on some narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Wow, look at the camera! This must cost a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, I don't know what to say. But anyway, hey, you're not touching that. Okay, we got this one. Oh, I'm sorry, my partner's kind of, I don't know. Who are you? Oh, me, I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc., etc. We're lawyers representing real powers. Oh, you're... How do I want to do that? I think I need to change the voice octave. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? You never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Talk. Day of the crime. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, it was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see? Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only the rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. I love that she's just right here. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. MP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where the Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. When I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Bill Powers. Do you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one in the came to the studio. They has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information other than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Sensing someone. Whew. Okay. You sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yeah, yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it into witness testimonies. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen him. Well, that's not necessarily true. Main gate. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Talk. Assistant's claim. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? As sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me. And tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. Her. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like no tomorrow, like this and the other thing when I tell you blah 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 blah. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Yeah, this. Hello. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see the photos of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yes. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, right, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter number of security camera. I think it's 703. There, entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Maybe we should go look at that camera again? Yes. Alright, blah blah blah. They all have 7s. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photos from data that day? No, that's the only one in the computer. Powers' question mark photo taken at the gate between the entrance and the studio. October 15, 2 p.m. Photo 2. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yep. Well, we'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyways, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why could you be the next evil magistrate? Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it's just a joke, so are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? To be continued. Oh, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? There we go, I can move. I was like, why can't I move? Guess. On to part 2. October 18, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. We be back. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Oh boy. Throne is gonna kill me. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studio was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station is a gate, see? Past that are studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. There we go, I found it. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No. I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? Now, how medieval? Samurai spear added to the court record. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Edgeworth, you poor soul. You should have had a different frickin' prosecutor for this case. I feel bad for you. Will the witness declare her name? Run! Dude, Edgeworth, leave! Holy moly, don't ever... Like, trust me. Poor Edgeworth in this case. He never... He would have... I think he would have taken a different freaking case so he didn't have to be with her. Because she freaking follows him. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say the names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. Even when I was young, Oldbag, that's the name, dearie. How soft the Joe make fun of me. Can you believe it? There was this boy named Cap Justine Junior High. He was Oldbag, and I just cried and cried and cried. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection is sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we get back to the testimony? Now the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? You say I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you? You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one heck of an old bag. Testimony, witness's account. Alright, we begin. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through. Okay, poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a rundown through since the morning. Well, I had errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man right by me at 2 o'clock. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed towards the studio. She gets a southern accent for some reason. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Why me? Alright, hang on. I'm going to save. Alright, boop, boop. Okay, press. Alright, 2 o'clock, you're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. Okay, so you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Get wax in your ear, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, it's time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Present. Boop. The boop. Let me get this straight, old bag, or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Which is true. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. Well, wouldn't you? Because that means he's gonna be called. However, You do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. Proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. Oh, we're all suffering together. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Suffering together evermore. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? Nosy? You should all be ashamed. All of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. Didn't even give me a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Doo-doo, the man in the photo. I never said anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers fall. Something fall. Something fall. He broke one of the props. It was a mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? But you can't guarantee that that's the case. When did he get... Which side did he get injured on? So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Please don't say that. Excuse me. Holy lordy. I never said anything I don't mean, mind you. Let me save. I don't trust. Right. The morning during the run-through, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props of the big press. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he was supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant, then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. The murder weapon, a break in the shaft, has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... Where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, Will, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was with Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Holy moly, apparently those words together make my brain go good. Defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness to testimony, please? No need to ask what twice. Continued. Okay. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True? The only person I saw go through the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen him. Okay. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have been this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay. The time before Hammer's death was 2:30. The other person I saw go there. Okay, yes. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking past that by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they would, I would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going in the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Eggy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? That does mean you won't be a Phoenix? I'm gonna save, because I don't know. No one went there. If they had, I would have seen it. Present. Because all I have is this. Oh. Okay, present this. Ooh. Okay, I think it went through. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studio, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from your hole in the ground. From a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station record... Holy moly. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, you might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photos are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. Even I know what it means. It was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for 1 photo on the day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Suspicious. Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that no one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only one data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, you whipsnapper. The only person I saw the day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that is what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Huh? I'm sorry, I'm dying from voicing the freaking face. Oh, that killed me. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper, too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldback? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Hey, I don't blame her for thinking of it as not important. Because who knows what she ends up frickin' seeing. Excuse me. Like, bands of the Steel Samurai coming by. You know? The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I do have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't any suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldback, this is the first I've ever heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a term for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Expected this? Oh, it's fine. The other person, option, bleh, save, this. Important to you. I got through the checked and my throat policy suspicious. Come think when I remember that photo that day. Press. Well, the heck is in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. What was there that day? Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Yep, that grate has been loose for a while. Leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Like, would you blame her to think that these kids would not be involved? Because it's a kid. You can't tell me a kid can wear that freaking Steel Samurai suit and commit a crime of this caliber. Kids. So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably to 2nd or 3rd grade. What? What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on the way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai jogging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well we'll see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. He's a freaking 2nd, 3rd grader. You're gonna tell me he's gonna wear a full-size adult suit and commit murder without flopping all over the place in the giant freaking suit? You're crazy. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Alright. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio, I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should have taken better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only one likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First, we play for one more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we get another day. Right, but if we get the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not an optimist at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Ugh. What does that mean? Please don't sigh with it. You're fine. Alright. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Ezra, will you please end the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? Prosecution thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. Studio, the photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Why do you say that? Why? Order, interesting. It is, because I don't know who you're going to say who. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on the accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who's obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was the person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldback. Who? Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the studio knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they've been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person, other than Powers and Hammer, who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldback. What? Whippersnapper? What? What was that? What? Order. Is it this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal a Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through this trouble wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she would point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes the second, baby. Why? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does this prosecution have an opinion on this matter? Prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. He's leaving her under the bus. Beautiful. Poetry. The epitome of modern comedy. Shakespeare would be laughing in his grave right now. What? What's that supposed to mean? Also, y'all think I did it? Is that it? Iggy boy, don't sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take the whole way? Press. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? That boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy's not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders, Dave? Whippersnappers. I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? The frickin' photo, right? Is it the photo again? I guess so. Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. The very spear shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken that spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? That Windbag's speechless. This has to be... gotta be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy... what was her last name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Woohoo! Wait a second. I'm not gonna just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. They all wanted to leave. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? You have to remember, he is not freaking... He can't control her. She's crazy. Well, testify. My lips were sealed. Global Studio wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said that they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Holy moly. Miss Oldbag. This is critical information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Please, save us. We're almost there. Once I'm done with this court scene, then I will end stream. Alright. Want me to keep quiet? There were Okay. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where are these people? Where are these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head is fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all the questions but continue. So they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Okay. Then? Who were these people? Well, the director's the director. Okay, we went through this, so... I think that's all for now. Daybreak? Your Honor, I have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day of the in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it's impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings of the trial of Mr. Will Powers. This is all. This court is adjourned. Thanks. Okay. We'll do this little piece. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Excuse me. I'm just getting the burps today. Oh, it's really nothing, Green. Or should I say... Well, I'll be going down to the studio to do some more investigating. More investigating. we have to find more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses, for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, Rayla. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was buying the time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. You really shouldn't. She'll be fine. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Alright, can I save? To be continued. We finished part 2. Obviously, next time we'll be playing the next part with the investigation. And the next trial. My throat needs to rest. I can feel it screaming at me to stop. So yeah, thank you. Let me fix everything. Thank you for watching the stream. And I will see you next time.